Hey everybody, my name is Iryna Wood and it's your Stars About Stars project, the first astrology-based matchmaking podcast for love and career seekers. And today the topic is the biggest value on the planet besides health, of course, that is trust. Trust in relationships and how to build it up. First of all, let me ask you, what is trust? In my point of view, trust is some kind of a belief or promise of loyalty. There is actually no guarantees in life, but since you start communication with a person, you go always trust or without. There is no other option. There is no option in between, that you look at this person and say, okay, if we do love together, I'm going to trust you. But if we decide to do business together, I don't think that I have too much trust to you when it's related to money. Actually, trust is what we are meeting actually every second of our life. When you go to the market to buy meat and you ask, is it a fresh meat or is it a fresh fish? You already go always trust or without. So trust is actually part of us, because we come from our childhood, we come from our past experience, we come from our past trauma. And trust is a big deal, and it's a big part of us that actually brings us to reality in communication with every single person on the planet. Meanwhile, trust plays a crucial role in both love, friendship, family, relatives, or business relationships. And if you would ask me what kind of advices or tips or life hacks I would give for the trust, I have my own rules, because I think trust is the most basic, is the most necessary thing. And first type of trust that you go for in love is trust with yourself. Trust to your higher spirit, trust to your intuition. And I think this is the most important, because since you trust your own choice and you take responsibility for that choice, you can start trusting other people, and you are not scared to be cheated. You are not scared to be betrayed, because you were so much honest and so much all in that you know if somebody loses, it's not going to be you. You came with trust, with only good expectations, with total loyalty, total faith, and total belief. So, first of all, start with trust to yourself and your intuition, that it's not easy, because you have to switch off your mind and you have to start actively listen to your heart, being relaxed at the same moment, listening to the universe. Second type of trust is trust to God and everything what you see around you that is part of spiritual world. When you understand that if something is going as you think at this moment in the wrong direction in your life, it doesn't mean that it's wrong in total big picture, because somebody is watching you from long distance from the sky and knows what is going on to be better for you by the end of the story, according to your goals and values and dreams. So trust yourself, trust that universe is taking care of you in any type of situation, trouble, or challenging thing that is you're going through in your own life. What are things that I wish I could share? I don't like things to recommend or to advise, but how to build up trust with the other people, because every day we are meeting people in our socializing world, at jobs, at work, in our families, and we have non-stop relationships. This is one thing that never stops in our life, relationships. That's why I love this topic so much. We are non-stop having relationships with ourselves. We are non-stop having relationships with the universe and God. We are non-stop having relationships with every single person on this planet who is somehow related to us. No matter what, you meet this person for a second in gym, or you're in deep, strong love relationship with your partner for the last 30 years. So how would you build up trustful, serious, honest, direct relationships with a person who is your chosen one, important for you or valuable for you in any type of relationships. I admit it. First of all, please be reliable. What does it mean? Whatever you promise, keep your promises. Respect your schedule and respect the schedule and time life of the other person, because time is the only resource that you don't know how much is left, and we will never return back somebody else and ourselves to the previous point. And of course, if you give a promise, take it as a guarantee, because since you take care of somebody, you can imagine a kid in front of you, internal kid that is waiting and absolutely going with the trust to your promise. So if you say to your beloved person, I promise I'm gonna do everything to help you with this or that topic or situation, really do it. If you promise somebody that I will call you at this hour, please try to do it. If you promise somebody that you will provide some other of advice or help or support in any kind of thing, please do it. And of course, if this person is important for you, again, never provoke gossips. Never discuss this person behind his or her back, because nobody wants to be caught, nobody wants to be betrayed, nobody wants to be cheated. Second thing is always try to stand for person you choose. Let's say if you are in an open conflict situation in society between friends, among your family relatives, and you want to give this guarantee that I'm on your side no matter what. You can be loved, appreciated, and accepted as you are. And I'm here for you. So even if your kid is wrong in this situation, those type of things you can discuss at home. But you're always standing for the person you choose, no matter what. It's your kid or it's your husband or it's your friend. All the details is something that is your privacy that you discuss at home in any other safe place. What is general position, you always have to stand for people you love. It's my point of view. Again, number 3, communicate and act very openly. Let's say if you are doing any type of business with your friend and it's new experience for person who you have chosen to be your partner in work. And let's say that person had very bad experience working with friends, and you are pretty confident about yourself, but you know that this is a trauma because previous friend of this person has stolen money, has stolen information, left person with anything, and the person had to start from scratch. So always respect the trauma, always respect the pain, always respect the story of person you choose to be a part of your life and go into relationships. What does it mean? If you have a chance and opportunity to say, I write an email, you always will be in copy. So you have an access to that information. Or we are buying a safe for valuable papers. I'll give you a key. I'll give you the code. So like this, if I'm not at home, I'm not in the office, you always have a chance to get a direct access without me participating in that. Or you are doing some business stuff and you have some business expenses or business costs, you always openly provide all papers and you have access from both sides. So like this person will think, oh my God, this is totally different story. I will never refer a pattern of behavior that was quite destroyful and harmful and painful for me to this person. This person deserves trust. So now, first of all, you're building up trust in your relationships. Like this, you can freely, with a free spirit, to go all in from both sides. And second, you're healing the person because you're really helping and showing there other type of world and behavior exists on this planet, and not everybody is an enemy. The other step is, please, when person is important for you, always listen and show your empathy. let's say you are building up relationships with your beloved one, and you meet a great woman and you absolutely adore her, but she had some betrayals from her previous husband. He was possessive, he was abusive, and she is scared to move in with you because she doesn't know, maybe you're going to be change after that step. Maybe you will feel that it's your territory. Maybe you will feel that now you own the place and you will take advantage of this. So you have a chance to demonstrate your way of behavior, your way of attitude. For example, to create some little things at home that will create home atmosphere for this lady, and say, darling, you will always come in when I'm here or not. I'll give you the key. I want you to feel at home. And you know what? Let's try. Maybe you will stay on the weekend. Maybe we will invite friends and we're going to cook together and share some activities together, so you start to feel more and more home. And whenever you are ready, I'm ready. This is another tip. Please be ready to wait. If you want to go for long-term run with your chosen one for love, friendship, on business, you have to be ready for patience. That's not easy because people love to hurry up. When they see their person for marriage, for love, for business deals, they say, why don't we do this deal today? Why we don't get married today? Yeah, but it's not only your story. So if it's only your story, take, trip to Vegas, have fun. But since you're going to Vegas for a different reason, to get married, for example, it's not only you participating there. If you're doing business on your own and you're a realtor, for example, that's your own responsibility. You can work 24/7 and make your deal tomorrow if you get lucky. But let's say if you're building up something like business that's going to be family business, or your shareholders with your best friend, you have to respect the speed, the level with which the other person is processing information, is taking decisions. So always respect the background, the character, the attitude of the other side. The other thing, demonstrate competence. Actually, that would be more related to business, because if you come and you're a newbie and you're a new employee and nobody has to trust you, people can take you very positive and cool and nice, and they can be very open-hearted and support you in your new beginnings. But let's say you want to show that you're best of the best. That's actually your cycle to be achiever of the goals, or to be number one or not to be number one. Everybody is on his or her place. My point is that if you feel like you need to deserve this trust and you want to show to your team that you're a valuable resource, then definitely you have to demonstrate competence. You have to show yourself as a hard worker. And the other tip is to be very persistent. Very persistent doesn't mean very annoying, but I'm talking about being very constant, be very stable. So let's say if you have a goal and you're achieving your goal, and especially when you have a team or you have family around you, you're in couple and you're doing that together, or maybe you have more partners. So you definitely have to show. That's what I bring to the table in love or business or friendship. So I'm very serious about you. That's why I'm ready to work every day. I'm ready to work on our relationships. I'm ready to work on our project. And the other thing, I think it's already 7 or 8, when you are ready to discuss. Not only listen, not only to be patient, but as well to discuss. Let's say people are not living in your head. They don't know what to expect from you. And you sit and say, I wanted to ask you, what's your opinion? How do you see our project? Or how do you see our love relationships in 1 year? Or let's say we just started being together, but I have so much fun with you. And, I always had a dream to go, and to see Arizona, for example. I heard it's a very energetic and powerful land. Would you like to do that together, maybe in 3 months? So a person who just started relationships with you think, okay, so he doesn't have any plans, let's say on Thanksgiving, or Christmas or New Year, or he doesn't want to skip to find the other version, he's already thinking big. Of course, if you really prove it with your intention, with your action, and in a while after discussion, you create a move. It's like in coaching, you speak, you fix, you understand it in your mind, you create steps, and after you act. So after you have to go back and say, listen, darling, if you like this idea, and let me know when you have a chance, let's buy tickets, okay? Or tell me which is the best day for you. I will think about tickets if you want to take care financially and invite your beloved one. And as well, with this last thing, but for me, it's very, very important, it's to be able to apologize, we all have tongue and mouth, and like we can speak about that. But let's say it's not about this, to accept that it's not important to be right in relationships. It's very important to be happy, to be free. And let's say sometimes you thought, okay, maybe I was wrong, or maybe I was very impulsive, or maybe I was very emotional, but it doesn't make sense when you have a long, serious, distant goal to go for a long run with your beloved one and create family together or become number one place in business together. Why would you go for those little things of miscommunication? We can, of course, when you feel that you did something wrong, you have to take your ego as a hat away and just said, listen, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't want to hurt you. I was in a bad mood. I didn't want to speak the way I did. I don't want to raise up my voice, for example. Or when you don't understand or you don't feel wrong, you can always say, why don't we talk about this? Why you don't make this first move and say, let's discuss it, because I want to know for future what can cause trouble for us, what can hurt you, because I never ever in my life want to hurt you. This is the base of love. And love doesn't go separate with trust. They're so much related, because since you're losing respect or trust to your beloved one, sooner or later you're going to lose love. That's why I think that if you choose somebody to go all in love, friendship, family, business, any type of relationships, you always have to go with a lot of love, a lot of trust, not even a lot of, just trust, respect, and really give your heart and understand the heart of the other person. And it was me, Iryna, with love. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Stars About Stars.